Oh, I hear it in here. This should work.
Yep. Hello.
Hey, I can hear you through the headphones. You're officially live.
Awesome, mate. How are you?
Now I can. Yeah, maybe. Well, Dougie, dude, I miss you. I haven't seen you since the summer.
It's been too long.
It's been way too long. I mean, what was it? We met in. I officially met you at Toad's place in New Haven, Connecticut, when you were merching with
Phone calls from home.
Yeah, and then jumped like 5 years later or something, and then you happened to be merching for Forever the Sickest Kids, and I remembered you. I think you remember me. I don't know what's going on. I remembered you. That's all that matters.
I remember that show was the first show on summer camp for the Dope Awesome Kids on right. FTSK's headliner. It was good tour.
That was a great tour. Mm-hmm. All right, are you ready for the interview questions?
Fire away.
All right. I want to know, what's the main difference between the USA and Australia that you've seen?
The main difference, I guess, we're both Western countries. The fact that Australia and America is the same size landmass, but we've only got 26 million people compared to 340 million people, I think. So Australia's population fits into California 3 times over. So you can imagine how much spare room we have here in Australia. But it's, a lot of it's uninhabitable.
Mm-hmm.
There's a lot of deadly animals there.
Yeah, I've heard of a lot of stuff.
Snakes, spiders.
Yes, oh my gosh,
yeah.
Spiders.
I'm never going to Australia because there's spiders there.
Because of the spiders.
I hate spiders so much.
Yeah.
All right, so you were on Warped Tour with FTSK over the summer. Was that your first Warped Tour, working behind the scenes at least experience?
I was out on Warped Tour 2011 with Phone Calls from Home. We did a 3-week stint on the East Coast, and that was my first real experience with Warped Tour. But in saying that, being on a bus, I love Phone Calls from Home, but being with a band that's on a bigger stage does make a big difference. You get to interact with a lot more people every day. Riding in a bus compared to being in a 15-seater Chevy Express is a lot different. You have showers, you have your own bunk. You're not cuddled up next to someone on a bench seat or sleeping on the passenger seat or on the floor.
So was it tough? The hell was that? Was it tough being in such a cramped, I guess you could say, area for that long?
Nah, I tell you what, I was very fortunate. Forever the Sickest Kids look after all their crew and everyone in the band really well. As everyone knows what a tour bus looks like, it's a 45-foot bus. There was only 8 of us on the bus. I know that Go Radio for the Foxes shared a bus, and they had 18 people in the same amount of area than what we had. And of course, 18 people is tough enough, but when you're out on the road and, people have girlfriends and sometimes they miss them, so 18 people turns into 24 or 25 people very quickly. And you can imagine trying to cram 25 people into a baked bean tin.
A baked bean tin, I love it. So what's the inside scoop on being a merch guy extraordinaire? What do you do behind the scenes?
There's a lot more to, I guess, slinging cotton or selling T-shirts than I guess meets the eye. Being responsible for making sure that the band actually has enough T-shirts and other merch items, CDs, posters, wristbands, you name it. That's all our responsibility. And the way bands make money these days, of course, it's a living, and bands do it because they love it and it's a passion, but you need to survive, and to survive you need to make money. So the biggest way for a band to keep on the road, I don't want to sound like the band are just there to make money. So to sell merch and to make money off merch keeps a band on the road. It doesn't really go into their pocket per se. It keeps them on the road to keep doing what they love. So merchandise is one of the biggest ways for a band to accumulate cash and and stay on the road. So it's my responsibility. It was my responsibility to make sure that the boys had enough T-shirts, posters, CDs. Also figure out what sizes do people buy. Is there more smalls? Is there more mediums? Is there more extra mediums? Larges. It's a hard thing, especially on the road, to I guess see into the future and what people are going to buy in one city compared to another.
That's true.
Yep. Do you have any crazy stories being on the road and everything?
Crazy stories. I guess it's always with Warped Tour. You got 1,000 people working behind the scenes, including bands and crew. So you hear about border crossings going wrong, especially going into Toronto. It's a hard gig trying to get into Canada, especially with a band. A lot of people in bands haven't really behaved themselves a lot in the past, and it catches up with them. So just be careful. If you're in a band, try and think about what you want to do in the future, and don't stuff up, I guess. We've ran out of petrol. Days off usually consisted of either fishing or riding motorcycles along the road with Jonathan or Austin. I guess there's a lot of crazy fans out there that bring a lot of stories as well. So, but I think just seeing everyone's how everyone reacts to when they get to see the band and watch people perform, and music's more than just sound and beats. It's a bit of a lifeline for a lot of people.
So how did you get wrapped up with FTSK?
It all started when I met Phone Calls from Home, 2010. By the end of summer 2010, we were on the road with FTSK, and that's how I became, I guess, in connection with them, and Ziggy, their old merch guy, is a dear friend of mine. So when I found out that the boys were on Warped Tour, I think it was within the first 15 minutes of finding out, I was emailing Ziggy saying, hey, I'd love to jump on board and help the guys out. And, a month and a half, 2 months went past, and the boys, planned who they wanted on the crew, and they picked me.
That's awesome. It's like America's really cool. Next top model, but FTSK's next top merch guy.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
That's awesome.
That is cool.
Rob, come here. You have a question to ask. This is my roommate, Rob.
Hey, Rob. How are you?
You can just talk to the computer.
How's it going?
Hey, I see you've got a New England hoodie on there. New England Patriots hoodie.
Oh, yeah.
That's what I like to hear.
Yeah. They're the best team.
You wanted to ask one question. What was your question?
My question was, have you ever ridden a kangaroo?
Have I ever ridden a kangaroo? No, occasionally to school. No, I haven't. I haven't mounted a kangaroo before. I've been on the back of a bull in Texas, but I have not been on the back of a kangaroo or inside a pouch. I wouldn't fit.
It's a new home.
I just thought I'd ask the question because skydiving is big in America. I heard riding kangaroos was big in Australia.
Where are you getting your information?
I've been lucky enough to ride bulls and to skydive. But hey, listen, I can put it on my bucket list to jump on the back of a roo and go for a ride.
What was that word you had for the kangaroo? Oh, roo.
A roo.
You people down there, you Australians in your ways of saying things that are different from our ways of saying. Yeah, slang. That's the word I'm looking for.
Slang.
What about that? What was the other question you wanted to ask?
How's tomorrow?
How's tomorrow? Yeah, I'm living in the future. It's now 2 p.m. What day are we? 2 p.m. on Tuesday, which is good. So I've got work tonight. And work also tomorrow morning, which is good. It's good to get back into it. But I tell you what, I can't wait to get out back into America. So if there's any bands out there that want a good-looking Aussie merch guy or anyone to help them out, you know where to find me.
It's true. On the internet.
Mm-hmm.
And in Australia. Yeah. Where are you in Australia? Brisbane?
I'm in Melbourne at the moment, which is in relation, it's south, so it'd probably be considered like Alabama area. I
Okay.
guess Florida.
Sure. Hey, geography. It's a thing.
It's a thing.
It's a thing.
It might be a thing.
It could be a thing. We don't know. Yeah. So yeah, we're actually we've run out of interview time.
Really?
Yeah, that was a quick. I think you're one of the longest interviews we've had thus far.
Oh, good.
And you're the first Australian. You're the first Eastern Hemispherian. The first person that has the potential to ride a kangaroo.
No words.
There's a lot of different things going on.
Well, anytime you want to have a chat, Woody, you know where to find me.
Oh, yeah.
But
Of course.
I did tell a few people I'd give them a shout out because I haven't seen them in a long time. There's Becky, and there's Michelle, and there's my dear friend Cher Bear. She's a crazy one, but she's cool.
Of course.
And then anyone else out there that's that I've met along the road. It's been good, but I can't wait to get back out. The word on the street, the inside scoop for Forever Sickest Kids fans is they'll be doing one-off shows between now and the end of the year. And then come next year, there will be a headline tour. So keep your eyes peeled for any posters or anything up on the internet. But next year will be a big year. And if you haven't got their new album, Jack,
love it.
I'll sell it to you for $10. We'll throw on a T-shirt for $20. We'll call it $30, and I'll get it signed by the band. How does that sound?
That's beautiful. I will take you up on that offer any day of the week.
Yes.
Right.
Awesome. Have a great one, Dougie. I'll talk to you soon. We'll
Thanks,
get you
guys.
back on the
Bye.
show.
Thank you.